LeBron, after your walk-off interview, you came over to Austin's and kind of shared some words with him, and he's had some shooting struggles, but seems to really get unlocked in other parts of the game. One play like the steal of Kawhi throws you the alley-oop. But what have you seen from him over these last couple of games, and do you feel like that was more like the Austin you were used to in down the stretch?
Man, what I've seen is someone that had a long playoff run and then played a lot of basketball in the summer. So it's going to take a little bit for his legs to get back wet underneath him, but the competitiveness and what he brings to our team goes without question. So he can care less if he's not making shots, because he does some of the other things out on the floor as well. I mean, even tonight he didn't shoot like he would like to shoot. Didn't make any of his threes that he's accustomed to making. Still chipped in with 8 boards and 7 assists, and timely shots down the stretch. Big time 3 steals. So he's still a big time player for us. He's one of our key guys that we need to play well, even if he doesn't make shots, and that's what makes him really good, because he doesn't need to make shots to be effective.
Dave?
LeBron, as you guys are in this kind of team-forming time, even though you do have continuity from last year, there's new faces and new lineups. How can the process be helped by the way you perform late in games to help execute and get these wins and keep the confidence flowing with the group as things are being figured out?
One thing for sure, we think we know we can hang our hats defensively. So there's going to be games where we don't shoot the ball extremely well, or we feel like we could have shot better, or whatever the case may be. We always feel like we can get a couple stops in a row, be able to string some stops, be able to get some paint points, get to the free throw line, kind of calm us down. And we keep the game close. I feel like in the fourth quarter, that's when I'm at my best. Again, it's close. I feel like I make plays to help us win the ball game. So no matter who's on the floor for us. And tonight was another one of those instances when we have 4 guys out of our rotation that didn't play. Rui, Vando, obviously he hasn't played. TP was scratched late, and Gabe as well. So 4 guys out of like our top 7, 8 guys. When you have Max who stays ready, Christie stays ready. Cam Rogers was big time tonight for us. Jax was big for us in the minutes that he gave us, and we needed that. So it was a big win for us.
Kobe?
LeBron, in the third quarter, you guys used a triple big lineup of Jackson, Christian, and AD. Whether it's that lineup or other bigger lineups, you guys have 2 bigs. How have you seen those groups, I guess, embrace or personify the identity you guys want this team to be?
Well, like Coach Hamilton was saying, he's just trying to figure out, lineups that work well for our team. We have the ability to go, as big as we want to with some of our lineups. We have the ability to play small as well. But obviously, versus a team like the Clippers, when they have so much length, it's challenging for us tonight because a lot of our wings were out. Like I said, TP was out, Rui was out, obviously Vando's been out, so a lot of our length. You kind of need those wings for sure versus the Clippers, because PG 6'8", 6'9", long, Kawhi as well, Russ, is way beyond his height, what he registered at, and so on and so on. So you kind of need those guys, to be able to have. But we was able to step it up, and like you said, with that lineup with AD and Seawood and Jax, it gives a lot of length, a lot of ability to switch a lot of things, but also rebound as well and miss it. So it was good minutes for us.
Dan?
LeBron, understanding that winning and performing is number 1 for you, but at this stage in your career, is there, I don't know if responsibility is the right word, but is there something that you get out of seeing players like Cam and Jackson, guys with a world of potential, but maybe not a niche yet in the league, and trying to maybe be a part of them figuring it out?
Absolutely, absolutely. I love being a part of the turnaround or whatever the case may be, but just being around guys to make them feel like, first of all, they belong, because they do. They're pros for a reason, but make sure that they feel that they want it. And we wanted those guys. We wanted Jax. We wanted Cam. And it doesn't matter about the shot making or things of that nature. I think everybody get caught up in how many points you have at the end of the game or whatever the case may be. If you're a student of the game, you watched tonight's game, you saw the impact that Jax and Cam made in the game. If you're not a student of the game, then you're probably going to be on Twitter and talking about Cam only had 8 points and Jax only had 3 points, and so you shouldn't worry about those guys. They were big time for us, and we don't win the game without them, that's for sure.
Malika?
LeBron, Austin said that he
grew up sort of watching you throw down huge dunks off of alley-oops, and tonight he got to be a part of that, and it got a great reaction from Bronny, you know, young guys around the league like Jason Tatum reacting to it. Those moments in year 21 to energize your teammates, what do you think that does for a group that's building?
I'm just happy I'm still able to go get them at this point in my career. I mean, he trusted me to go get it, so you know, I just want to go out there, and I understand how much of a momentum play those are, especially coming off a turnover, with a good fast break, and you know, obviously, you know, Magic, Kareem, and those guys created Showtime and things of that nature. So you want to try to keep that going. These fans always love the fast break here, so. To finish it with an alley-oop at that point in time, you know, have us go at 5, them call a timeout, the crowd keeps going and things of that nature. Big time momentum play for us, and happy to be on the side with AR. For the guys, for sure.
Rachel, LeBron, you can't really plan for overtime in terms of minutes and stuff like that, but in general, Darvin said earlier tonight that he plays 3 quarters of you with the best of intentions, and then by the 4th quarter, both he and you are so competitive that you get the training staff regularly upset with you. Where does your mindset for the season on how necessary keeping your minutes down is to get you to where you want to be in the postseason?
Well, the first thing I said when we came to the bench when we went to overtime, I said, guys killing me, man. I'm trying to keep my minutes down now. There's another 5 minutes I'm adding on to it. I looked right at D-Lo. I said, knock that down for me, so I ain't got to play another 5 minutes. But I mean, obviously, I'm definitely a competitor, and obviously the fourth quarter is winning time for me. I've always thrived in that position. You know, D-Ham is a competitor as well. The team is competing. We're trying to compete for a championship. So, you know, there's going to be a line. There's definitely a line that we want to kind of stay at. And some games is going to be, you know, dictated on the zone. Some games will have the ability to be able to, you know, not have my minutes up as much. But I know when I'm on the floor, I can make plays. I can make things happen for our team, you know, both offensively and defensively. But we'll do a good job as the season goes on, as far as just making sure that we're in the wheelhouse where we want to be. And you know, it doesn't help right now when we have, like I said, 4 out of our top 8, you know, not in the lineup. So once we get healthy, you know, that it will definitely help for sure.
Last 2, Law, and then we'll end with Lauren.
Hey, bro, the Clippers talked a lot about being more competitive this year, and there were tangible ways to do that, playing more minutes. You saw Kawhi and Paul both play second night back-to-back. Obviously, they had the winning streak against y'all that was snapped tonight. Like, in what ways did this game feel like it was more than just another game?
I think it's always more than just another game every time you're playing your cross-hallway rival. It will be cross-town rival at some point. I mean, you know, when they head over to their arena next year. But you know, it's for me, it's always great just to compete versus the best. And PG and Kawhi and Russ are 3 of the best that this league has ever seen. And to be able to be on the floor against them and compete, I'm wearing the purple and gold and they're wearing their colors and competing. It's definitely a blessing, and you don't take those moments for granted. So it was definitely fun. I was happy. I even stated, you know, I was like, I hope those guys are playing, because it's just, you know, that's what the game is about, being able to compete versus the best. I hope they're playing tonight, and you know, it was fun. PG hit some big time plays to send it in overtime. Kawhi was spectacular from the beginning after he had like their first 13 out of 15. Russ was great tonight, you know, hitting his jumper and getting into the lane and, you know, doing what Russ does. And, you know, myself and AD and the rest of the guys, we were just trying to, you know, go at them as well. You know, and D-Lo was right there with us. AR was right there. Seawood. It was a big time game. I mean, for both teams. Win, lose, or draw, it was something I believe that both teams felt like they got better, and the fans got a great shot.
Last one.
LeBron, it seems like for this, you know, you guys are above 500, you know, 3-2 now, and a lot of these games have come down to the wire. Got a lot of comebacks. What would you say in terms of the resilience of this team and the grit of this team, and how encouraging is that?
Well, I mean, one, we don't want to get down. We hate getting down, and you know, I think there's out of the 5 games, I think probably maybe 4 out of 5 games we've been down in the first quarter. Tonight was another one of those where he's down double digit. It was 37-24 at the end of the first, I think, something like that. I mean, I watched the game last night, the Clippers Orlando. I watched the first 9 minutes of the game, and nobody could make a dang on shot. Not one. And while I'm watching the game, instead of be like, why can't nobody make a shot? The first thing I came was like, they're not going to miss versus us in the first 9 minutes tomorrow. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. But I think for us, just having that in our back pocket to know that we can stay calm, cool, and collective, no matter if we're down, no matter if we're up, late game. Tonight we were up 7, I think we're like a minute 12, minute 21 or something like that. Let the lead slip away. But still was able to go into overtime, keep our calm, keep our nerves, and then come back and win that game. So it's going to work well for us throughout the season. I mean, it's a marathon, but it's good to get these battles early on. You can fall back on something.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.
Roger.